Okay, hi everyone. So today we are here for our panel sessions again. Today we have two candidates who are speaking with us. So first up, we will have Commitee running for club stocks.
Hi everybody, I'm Commitee and I'm running for the position for clubs and societies. So firstly, while I'm running for the CSC, I believe in working towards building an inclusive community in CAP. So I would like to create a home away from home for all captains. And I would like to increase vibrancy in the lives of everyday captains by planning and facilitating activities that are of interest to them. So it's like, the role of club stocks in CAP is to encourage activities that are run by captains for captains, to cultivate a culture of sharing and learning between captains through activities that they are interested in. Club stocks' role is to guide interest groups and bring them to a higher level by facilitating their weekly sessions to encourage captains to come together, providing a platform for interaction among captains. More importantly, club stocks' role is to maintain a sustainable effort to build an inclusive community through weekly activities, which is a continuous effort to actually engage our captains to come together and forge strong friendships. So why club stocks? I believe in club stocks, and I believe that club stocks have the potential to grow and develop further. I believe that the platforms where captains are brought together by shared interests can encourage captains to interact with each other regardless of their neighborhoods. So my vision for clubs and societies is to work towards building an inclusive community through shared interests and passion, encouraging interaction between captains through activities that they love doing. I believe that club stocks can provide good platforms for captains to come together and learn from each other, sharing their interests while making new friends. So after being in club stocks for a year, I feel that there are some challenges that should be addressed in the next academic year if I'm elected. Firstly, participation rate is a concern for most IGs, and I hope to improve the structure and quality of each IG session to increase the incentive for captains to come down to join the activities. I would like to work more closely with the IG heads to work towards a certain goal, which is to create a home away from the home for captains through these activities that they love doing. Secondly, I would like to increase recognition for IGs and create a unified IG image. Working together with all IGs, I believe that having a unified IG identity can create a stronger presence for IG groups as a whole in CAP. This will allow for more collaboration and communication between the interest group and the CSC to plan activities that captains can look forward to doing while forging strong bonds with each other. If I'm elected as Director of Clubs and Societies, I would like to work towards having a sustainable effort in promoting activities through the shared interests and passion that captains share, and build a fun-loving, inclusive environment for all captains. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have Q&A for Commitee. Any questions? Moving on. Sophia sent a question for
Anybody has a question? Nobody?
Ernest?
Oh dear.
What do you mean by okay? I'm Ernest. What do you mean by unified IG identity?
Because right now, under club stocks, it's just the performing, the baking, the cooking, and actually, interest groups include even the sports IGs. And I think that all the IGs should actually come together as a whole, so that the IG can be more unified. And then in the CAP, we try to make a stronger presence so that all the captains know about the interest groups, and from then on, like the captains can know about interest groups and join these interest groups, yeah, which is what I'm trying to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other question? No, as in
for the recording purposes.
Hi, I'm Jackson. I just want to know, when you said you wanted to unify the sports IGs and the club stocks IGs, right? Do you mean to unify the sports and club stocks committee, or is it like a separate thing but they still identify together, or like, I think maybe you can elaborate a bit?
It's a separate thing, but the IGs as a whole, they should come together. So perhaps like if we just do more like, I would like to just do more publicity towards this, so all the interests could come together as one. Because right now it's like, if you look at the B1 IG boards, it's just for purely our IGs, but the sports IGs are not really given like a platform to showcase themselves. Yeah, so I hope that all the IGs will come together as one. But although that we are separate under sports and club sorts, but we will collaborate on. Thank you.
Okay, so next we have Suan Hai, who is running for the position of Finance Secretary.
Hi everyone. Okay, I'm Suan Hai. I'm a year 3 student that's still staying here. Yeah, basically. I'll be running for the position of Finance Secretary. Yeah, I'll be touching on like my perspective of what the roles and responsibilities of a Finance Secretary should have. What is the bigger picture that the Finance Secretary will see, as well as like how am I supposed to go about doing it? Yeah. So firstly, the roles and responsibilities. So basically, there are 3 very important roles for Finance Secretary. Firstly, the budget for all the committees under the College Student Committee. Secondly, is to handle the accounts such that at the end of my term, there will be a clear account of what the college has done, the spending and stuff. And lastly, as the standing com, is to provide guidance to like the various directors with regards to finance as well as certain other activities that's happening. Yeah. So to me, how these 3 roles fill in a bigger picture, which is supposed to be my aim, which is to create a conducive environment for captains to initiate and plan activities. So by having a smooth workflow with regards to the finance, it will actually help like all the various directors and whoever's interested to initiate projects to have a more smooth sailing planning phase. Yeah. So I see this as my bigger goal while fulfilling those responsibilities. Yeah. So basically, like the main partners that I'll be working with are the following: the professors, the directors, the treasurers within each of the committees, as well as the office admin staff. Yeah. So they all work together. We all work together to help build a conducive environment for all captains to do their projects and events. So why would you want to choose me as the finance secretary? So basically, being a year 3, I really have a lot of experiences in CAP. In terms of like planning events such as Open Day last year. I'm now currently under Sportscom handling finance as well as Vertical Marathon. I'm also doing finance. So basically, all these experiences have let me like see like various things that the college can improve on in terms of the finance system, as well as providing experiences from all the activities I've participated in under various committees over the past 3 years. Yeah. And secondly, I'm really very good with working with administrative matters. Since I was in secondary school, I was the chairperson for my CCA. Also in JC, I also handled like the orientation camp as the admin and logistics head. Yeah, so basically I really have a lot of experiences, and I hope that you all have your trust in me. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
You also counsel, do you want to question?
Yeah, any questions for Suan Hai? Okay, so with that, we end the any last question? Okay, so with that wait, sorry.
You mentioned that you're a year 3 student, right? You'll be going to year 4, and you'll be doing your FYP. So, how will you be managing like your studies and CSC at the same time?
Okay. Basically, from what I understand is, as the finance secretary, other than just handling the administrative matters for finance, I also have to attend like various meetings and make sure that I fulfill my role as an advisor for certain activities as well. So basically, my FYP, my pharmacy FYP has various type of projects. it includes also group project. So basically, depends on what project I will choose, because currently the list has not been out yet. So I would change my focus to focus more on projects that wouldn't take up a lot of time, such as like lab projects and stuff. Yeah. So it's more flexible for me in a sense, because I feel that currently with my modules that has 2 lectures per module per week. It's actually much heavier than if I were to do FYP and my time is more flexible. So in a sense, I think I will be able to cope quite well. Yeah.
Any other questions? Oh, okay.
Nice one, Kai. So you say that you want to make things smoother in what way? Yeah.
In what way? Okay. I'm not sure what you understand about like the finance matters in the college, because not many people will actually know like what's exactly happening when we have to claim money and stuff. So basically, the way to doing it is to ensure that the current system that is in place will be passed on to all the treasurers, and all the treasurers know like what's happening in order to claim, in order to like find sources to pay upfront for certain stuff, and etc. etc. So basically, my role is really to advise them very clearly on what they're supposed to do when it comes to certain types of situations. And from there, I'll be able to help the committee who's planning the activities to have a more smooth sailing planning phase. Yeah, and they won't have any like miscommunications with the office and with the profs and stuff. Yeah.
Does that answer your question? Any other questions for?
Yeah, so in terms of like making stuff smooth, right? Because all the treasurers are not under you, because they are like under the different comms, right? And what if, let's say, they hop onto their receipts for like 3 months, but they won't really like, they are not responsible to you. So how can you make the stuff more smooth? Yeah.
So this one is a very specific scenario-based question.
Yes.
So basically, like.
But it happens quite often.
So like from my knowledge of like, and from my understanding, and hopefully I can do like various methods. So one of the methods would be to communicate with the director in charge of the committee to ensure that the treasurer will not like hog the receipts, because it actually affects like how the office will perceive the validity of the receipts. So it's actually quite important as well. So that's one way. Second way, I can personally like message the person in charge and make sure that they won't keep hogging the receipts, and try to submit as much as possible whenever they clear a certain event. Yeah. So it's more like a nagging job, which I'm quite good at too.
So does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Any other questions for the candidate? Okay. So we will end the dialogue session. So voting will open. Okay, voting will open today midnight, and it will end on Sunday 2359. Okay. So it's the same portal. So you go by FVLE, and it's the same portal as the previous time. Yes. Okay, so we will have a forum on IVLE. So if you have any other questions you want to ask, you can go on IVLE and ask. Then the candidates will reply you. Okay, so we end here. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming down.